Alright, so here we are with another podcast. It's a bit different today. There's one hangaround, one prospect, and two veterans. And today we're basically going to be discussing the differences from experience to non-experience. We'll start clockwise again. Herb, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name's OG Herb T. I'm part of the Vespucci chapter. I'm an enforcer, and I've been here for like 5 years, something like that.
Still to get the date though.
Yeah, if somebody knows it, let me know.
JJ, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm JJ Boss. I've been Vespucci Prospects for about a week now. So yeah, that's about it for me.
And Assassin London.
Hello, I'm Assassin_London. I've been hanging around with the club for a few months now. I rode with Blaine County.
Nice. Okay, so I'm Ginger TMC, aka Ginger Cunt, aka just asshole. I've been in the club since June 2015, so coming up to 5 years in June.
Oh man, I've been around longer than that. If you've been here for 5 years, fuck.
Yeah. Well, coming up to 5 years. 9th of June 2015 is when I was patched.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's been that long.
I know. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, so we'll start off with JJ. Where did you discover the club?
I discovered it on Facebook through a like GTA 5 social page. I was just looking for a proof to join, and I saw someone called Luke put the emblem up and stuff and say about it, so that's when I applied. And then I checked out the website and stuff, and then yeah, I've been loving it.
Nice. And Assassin London, what about you? Well, you're hanging around at the moment.
Well, I wanted to be part of the MC community. I followed the values of 1%. I've been looking over the internet for different crews to join. Then I found you guys. I went on your website. I read a lot more about you guys. I decided to pick Blaine County because I like it out there. You know, it's peaceful. You don't get a lot of those oppressor dudes out there trying to blow you up. So, you know, I picked that, and, you know, I'm working my way up. I'm hanging out with the members, trying to know them more, and I potentially become a member one day.
Yeah. No, that's always the goal, to get a patch on the back. Herb, where did you actually discover the club? Or how did you get in the club?
It was back on PS3s, so shit was a lot different. But I was actually in another crew, and there's only like 5 or 6 of us, and I actually ran into S Jizzle, or as a lot of the members know him, Danny, and was like, "Hey, bro, you interested in joining?" Because I noticed he was in an MC and wearing the attire and all that, and he was like, "Man, fuck your bullshit MC, check mine out." And we got to talking, and we just kind of rode around and bullshitted for a little while, and then he introduced me to Stan and a bunch of the other guys, and kind of went from there.
So it just sort of developed after that.
Yeah,
were you
literally.
patched over, or were you?
No, I was the
Did
only one
Special
that
come with you?
Special was on Xbox at the time. Special didn't come until PS4, when everybody started transferring to PS4.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, didn't know that. Okay, so yes, where was I going with this? Fuck, no, I can't remember. Yeah, so JJ, what was your initial impression of the club?
I just thought it looks really cool. A bunch of like everyone like looking through the website. It was saying like it's more like a brotherhood than it is a crew and stuff like that. And that's what I was like looking for. People to just like hang around with, know that once I had the patch, they'd have my back, I'd have theirs, kind of thing. So
Yeah,
people to
completely.
play with, really.
Yeah, that's true. Assassin, what about you? What were you looking for, and what was your impression of the club?
My first impression was like, wow, because, you know, there's a lot of values of brotherhood and all that, you know, friends. So, you know, that's what I've been looking for a while now. When I found it, I was hooked, to be honest. So, I helped the members out, they helped me out, I respect them, you know, and all that.
Yeah, no, completely. Were either of you in MC before this?
No, never. I've never been in one. I've been lone wolf for a very long time. Just riding by myself, doing solo sales and all. That's about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was about 2 years ago, but unfortunately the MC disbanded, not for any bad reasons, but like a lot. GTA was getting a bit old, like there was no big updates at the time, and loads of new games came out, so we just disbanded the MC to play other games really.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, GTA comes in waves where sometimes you
Yeah,
find it boring and all. And
Yeah.
if it, like, I'll be honest, if I wasn't in the MC and I was just a lone ranger, as many people were before they came, would be, I would have uninstalled the game years ago. I would be bored out of my head.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, I couldn't agree more. There's definitely, I think that what separates us from everybody else is like in the lulls in between, like nothing really new and exciting. It's all the personalities of all the guys, and you know what I mean, getting on and just bullshitting or whatever, and just having a laugh. That keeps me getting on.
yeah, I agree with you. It's like just before I started prospecting, I was literally about to uninstall the game just because I was just bored of it. There's nothing left for me to do and stuff like that. And then I started prospecting, and it's given me a whole lot of new reason to start to keep playing it and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Herb, were you in an MC before this? You were, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in. Fuck, what was the name of it? Something Legion, and then they got featured by
Doesn't sound generic at all.
Once again, this was back on PS3. That shit was a lot different, and like there was MCs, but it wasn't quite like it is now, where like there was
There's a structure.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody got mad and went and just created their own.
Yeah.
But when I joined them, there's like 40 or something of them, and then they got featured on Rockstar Newswire, and like overnight blew up to like 100 plus members. And the few, like the core group of guys that I actually played with, we were like, okay, fuck that, and we went and tried to go do it ourselves. It's not as easy as everybody thought. And then I met Danny, and yeah, I actually got introduced to like what a real MC's like, where like they were actually riding in formation and stuff. And this is back when like not everybody had a mic, and they were doing it through like in-game text messages and stuff, and just still the way they were able to organize it and shit. Like the first time I saw it, I was like instantaneously hooked. And yeah, I still distinctly remember that first time. Like I hopped in one of their sessions, and there was like 20 of us all in sync, like doing our thing, all without talking. Like the only voice I heard was Stan's.
When you came over to the Unborn, how many members would there have been then? Or was it still relatively small then, or is this grown? Because do you remember we were on Newswire and it blew up then?
I don't remember the number. I know I was in like, I want to say I was in like the 30s. There's like 30 members.
Yeah.
Because then we had our whole thing where we blew up real big too, when everybody was trying to be in like a fucking TDM crew, and we had a lot of really good fighters and shit back in the day. So
yeah, because I think we were on Newswire, and then we just exploded. And they were exploded with personalities. So you'd know some people obviously want to do TDM, some people want to do excellent role playing, some people want, and you just can't please everyone.
And once again, we weren't as organized, like with our notes and like keeping track of all the information like we are now, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, of course. Lads, which MCs did you trade? Which one did you say you're in again?
Sorry, say that again.
Which MC were you in before this?
It was called Mortal MC.
I don't know if I know.
Yeah, they had a few chapters.
Immortal or Mortal?
Mortifer.
Okay.
And so what were they like to be in? Were you with them long and that sort of stuff?
I was there for probably about 6 months before we started, maybe 6 to 8 months, something like that. And yeah, they were cool, like cool with guys, just the same as you guys really. Just hopped on, messaged on, we used Kick Messenger. So we'd message on that, see if anyone was online. If they were, we'd jump on with them. Basically, it's basically exactly what you guys do now.
And were you an officer in the club, or where were you in that?
I was only a patch member like for a while, and then I think about 3 months before we disbanded, I got promoted to a road captain because they let one of them and just left, and he fronted me for the spot. So yeah,
nice. And London or Assassin London, were you in episode? Did you say?
No, I was lone wolf for months.
Oh, really? Just never. And were you in any crew or club before? Mafia cruising or just nothing at all?
Nope, nothing. I'm just doing
Okay.
biker stuff only. So only biker stuff, and that's about it.
And were you familiar with the MC kind of community, the structure and so on, how it ran before, or was this all new?
I know, I read about it, and I do it myself, 1%, free aim and all that. I adopted it. Weapons, no rocket launchers, no miniguns, not a lot of explosives, ARs, pistols, and, that's about it. I adopted it, and I used it.
Yeah, obviously that's the whole PS4 side of the whole MC thing. But where before the whole you joined the MC on this, were you familiar with any, like, did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy, or did you ever watch any documentaries maybe on motorcycle clubs or anything, or was it just completely new? Because for me it was completely new. Like, I didn't know a thing, and then kind of got into it more and more. Watched more documentaries, watched series, and then just was reading loads of stuff online, just kind of developed through that, and I absolutely love it. But what about you? Did you know anything at all, or is it just completely brand new?
I've seen documentaries. I've seen Sons of Anarchy. It's a classic and all that. I've seen documentaries about different MCs. Hell's Angels, Mongols, Outlaws, Vargos, and all that.
Yeah. No, interesting.
Yeah, that's fun.
Herb, what sparked your interest in the MC community?
I just thought it was cool that there was actually a fucking virtual role-playing side to it. Like, I always grew up around a shit ton of guys that rode, grew up riding dirt bikes and stuff like that, and then had a few friends that, had dads or whatever that were involved in actual MCs and shit. And so, like, motorcycle culture was always around, and I thought it was cool. And I was already riding a motorcycle on GTA Online anyway, and then I met other people that were doing it in, like, just random public sessions, and I was like, oh, wow, this is so cool. And then I saw my first actual, like, Rockstar editor created 3-piece patch, which, once again, it's to create anything in Rockstar Editor's patch creator. If anybody's ever tried it, it's so fucking hard. Every letter would be like 3 layers, and so by the time you're done, you have a patch that's like 100 and plus layers. And back on PS3, it was really fucking cool to see that somebody took the time to create that. So I just kind of got sucked in when I found the role-playing side of it, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, completely. It was almost an art back in the days to do any sort of patches.
Actually, like, nowadays, anybody can go to GTA emblems and just, okay, here's my credit card, upload this JPEG image that I created on Photoshop. But, like, Rockstar Editor on PS3, there was literally communities of guys that would get together, and all they enjoyed doing was creating patches, and they would do it because they enjoyed it, and it was pretty fucking cool. Because, like, I remember the first club I joined, they actually had some, like, at the time, he was, like, famous in the community for his patches, create their patch, because it looks so well done in Rockstar Editor.
Jesus, yeah. I never actually had to do it. I just jumped straight to Photoshop. I was like, I remember I tried it once, and it was straight up, like, couldn't even do it.
Oh, you made fun of my do you remember the Cannabis Kings patch you did?
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
The one, me and Special made that in Rockstar Editor, bro, and it took us like a week.
Jesus. Yeah,
and even that, and it was bare bones basic, but like, at the time, it was pretty cool.
It was like circle, square, triangle, that's all you had to work with, and maybe a line. Yeah. And like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, so to make a C, dude, it's literally like
3 lines together.
You would have to do 3 square bars and make box letters, so font wasn't even a question. Like, you had to make the C. And
JJ or Assassin, were you on PS3 or?
No, I started playing GTA Online PS4.
Oh, okay, right.
I started on 360, so.
Oh, so did you make an emblem on the 360?
Not on 360. I did attempt to when I came on PS4, but I couldn't.
Dude, it's hard. It's
hard. It's genuinely a skill.
I remember my mate, one of my mates, he was looking to try and get us an emblem and that made, but he found about 3 different people that were good at doing it, but because no one knew how to import it on that to Rockstar Editor back then, it was all offering like saying, "Oh, we want 20 quid to make you an emblem." It's like, well, no,
Jesus.
No.
I'm not paying you to make me an emblem.
No,
I mean, there's
hell,
people
I
that
still
pay
remember-
now. I don't understand it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember like getting with you, Ginger, back in the day, and like trying to figure out like, okay, help me figure out how to upload all these patches or whatever.
Yeah.
After you created them, and yeah, it was a whole thing. But now it's like you literally just swipe your credit card and it uploads it.
yeah, it's too convenient. Where the enjoyable kind of difficult side, creativeness has gone out of it. I'm not saying it's creative because obviously our patch is still very original. Like, but then everyone rips. How many Hell's Angel or Lost patches is there? You know, I mean, you can rip it if you want to, but you can also be creative. So I'm not going to say creative's gone, but the difficult side it's gone. Where everyone was like, you appreciate the work that went into it.
Yeah, like you literally had to go fucking socialize and find somebody that could help.
Exactly,
you do
yeah.
it, or
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
to do it yourself, and now anybody can do it, and it
Yeah.
kind of takes away from it.
So from your experiences over all them years, Herb, what would you say would be your most enjoyable memory?
I honestly can't narrow it down, dude. I've had so many times, like, I honestly just love getting on here and fucking
It's a
laughing.
vague question.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I think the fact that I have made friendships with guys that I don't think I would normally relate with in, like, real life.
Yeah.
And so that's introduced me to, like, some other perspectives or outlooks on life, and that's actually probably one of my favorite things. As stupid as that sounds.
No, that completely makes sense. Like when you think about this on a bare basic scale, like we are thousands of miles away, and like I've probably played with you for 5 years. Like,
and I feel like if we met in real life, I'd probably be like,
it wouldn't be,
"Nerd," and
yeah,
not play
exactly.
with you, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, yeah.
It's JJ or Assassin. I obviously not gonna ask what was your favorite memory or whatever, but what would be the one thing you're looking to take away from the club, though?
Probably just the same sort of thing that Herb said, just like making friendships at the end of the day, like just riding around with everyone, like getting to know them all and stuff like that. Like you two have just said, you two have been playing together for 5 years, but you've not actually met in real life, like, and you both sound really close and everything like that. Sort of thing I'm hoping to do, and like look to have make new friendships and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Assassin, what about you?
My most favorite memory would be when I actually first hang out with you guys. I remember the night when I first rode with, Robbie, the secretary, and Akeen, another member, and meeting Danny for the first time. That was a good memory. I remember I rode with them, we talked, I helped them out with sales and all that. So, it was a good memory. I remember later, during that week, I got my Mad Dogs patch, and I've worn it ever since. And it's been about 3 to 4, maybe 5 months now since I first worn it. I've never took it off.
Great patch, though.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
You
That's
actually
great,
made that patch again. Made that.
That was back in the day when I think that might actually be a fucking PS3 created patch.
I was gonna say, is it? I don't know if that's.
I know there was a member that's no longer with us. His name was Knock.
Yeah,
And
Knock was good. Yeah.
He created a lot of patches back in the day. So I'm pretty sure Knock created the original patch, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we go, it's been brief. It's been interesting. But any last final thoughts, Herb?
Unborn forever unborn. Love you guys. I feel like this has been fun. Enjoyed digging into it.
JJ Assassin?
Yeah, nice hearing more about your guys' opinion on the club and hearing more about the past and stuff.
I didn't hear him. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm just...
Say it with your chest, boy.
Just like... see, now I completely forgot what you asked. Final words. Just, looking to make new friends. Hopefully I'll be able to sit with you guys for a few years.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. Alright, boys. UFFU. Until next time.
Bro.
If you're looking for an MC, please check out www.theunbornmc.com for more information.